Well, hello there, running and we are getting really close. In exactly 8 days, I will be traveling to Disney, and 9 days from today, I will actually be going live on the Facebook page, on the Running Facebook page. So make sure to get invited because I will be going live from the Expo. But without further ado, I want to get into today's video. But before we get into today's video, I'm going to start with this because I do want this channel to grow. And now that we're back and hopefully at full strength, please subscribe. Please hit the notification button, hit the like button, invite your friends. Go to Facebook also because I go and I do live stuff more on Facebook than I do here. But eventually I would like to do it here on YouTube. But again, this is going to be a growing process. So somewhere down the line, we will get there. But now let's go to today's video. So for today's video, I'm calling it a don't do video. So it's a don't do this or don't forget to do this, but do this. And so without further ado, we're going to start off with number one. Number one is don't forget to pack everything that you need. So one of the things that happens is we get so excited and we forget to pack those one or two little things like some anti-chafing cream or something, maybe some of your favorite shorts that you wear. Make sure that you take your time and do this. What I always do is I always pack a couple of days ahead of time, and then I review everything the day before and of course right before to make sure that I have everything. You can even make a list. I've done that before. So do make a list. Do review everything that you put in your bag, a day or two before. Make sure you got everything. If you don't, there is going to be stuff there at Disney World, but it's not going to be exactly what you had, not exactly what you trained with. So don't forget to make sure that you have everything that you trained for packed. So the number two is going to be something that you cannot miss. So it's don't forget to go to the Expo. Don't forget to plan to go to the Expo. So I see a lot of people writing in on Facebook and other social media outlets and saying, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. Do you think Disney will be okay with it? As far as we know, no, they're not going to have race day bibs. So make sure that you have appropriate plans to go to the Expo, and make sure you give yourself a little bit more time this year because there may be a little bit of slowdowns. I don't know how it's going to be. Once I get there, I'll be able to tell you guys. My guess, it's not going to be that bad, but just always plan a little bit ahead. Make sure that you give yourself an extra hour or so, and that should be sufficient. All right, another one. People are on social media and they are asking questions that we do not know the answers for. So number three is don't be asking questions and then trust us to know. We are going by experience. So last year, or I'm sorry, we didn't have it last year, but 2 years ago, this is what happened. 3 years ago, this is what happened. It may not be the same, and every situation may be different. So please contact Run Disney. Now take into consideration, they are running at a skeleton crew. I'm almost sure of that. So a lot of people have been saying I've been on hold for a long time and so forth. That's going to continue going on. And if you call Run Disney, do not be surprised if you get sent over to a regular cast member who will not know anything about it, who's going to have to double check. So what I would do is contact Run Disney as much as you can. If it's something important, yes, you're going to have to wait on the phone for the longest time. If not, email them. And of course, you can see them at the Expo and talk to them there if it's something about like a corral placement or so forth, but you can talk to them there. So don't be asking us all these important questions, and do take into consideration that we are just talking from experience. Well, number four, don't forget to fuel up. That's going to be something that should be common sense, but people will forget. They might be a little bit nervous, so they won't eat as much. They won't go with what they've usually been doing. So try to keep as much as you were doing during training. So don't forget to fuel up. Fuel up the night before. In the morning, get something in your system. And if you have to take little things that you eat, like certain kind of bars or something, apples, oranges, bananas, take them with you. I don't know what Disney is going to have on the course. Historically, they might have bananas. They do have bananas for some of the races, but just make sure you take something that you like to fuel with and you're comfortable with, so that way you won't run into any problems. Number 5, this one's bigger for the Wine and Dine for reasons that I'm about to give you, but don't forget to set your alarm. Do set up a backup alarm. I always have a wake-up call a couple minutes after my initial alarm. And guess what? I stay on Disney property, so I get a call from one of the Disney characters, which is awesome, the day of the run. So that's a cool thing. So don't forget to set your alarm. Now, here goes the kicker. Not this weekend. It's obviously going to be next weekend. The time changes. We get an extra hour sleep. So don't forget to take that into consideration when you're setting your alarm, when you're doing your nighttime ritual that you do the day before your long runs. And so take that into consideration. And again, this is a cool thing that we get an extra hour sleep the day before the half marathon. Number 6, don't forget to make your bib visible. Make sure that your bib is visible on your shirt, on your shorts, something. That morning it might be cool. As of now, it looks like it might be a little bit cool, so people will layer, and so they'll put a long sleeve shirt on, and then they'll put their shorter sleeve shirt underneath, and they'll put the bib on, and then they'll cover it. So a couple of reasons. Number 1 is they're going to check your bib. They're not going to let you in unless you show a bib. So make sure that you're ready to set a bib. This is the other thing that people do not take into consideration is the photos. There are some really cool photos that you can upload from the Run Disney page. Actually, there's going to be a link to the photos, and there's going to be a code that they have on the Run Disney page. You're going to put that in there with your number and everything, and you're going to be able to get your pictures. If you do not have your bib, they're not going to link them. So you're going to get random photos at best, if you do get any photos. So make sure that bib is visible. What I always tell people is if it's not going to be visible, then make sure you put it on your shirt. Make sure you put it on your shorts. If you are running with layered, make sure that when you unlayer, and I would suggest that you unlayer, make sure that it's visible then. Right, number 7, I've kind of been touching on this throughout the video, and I will go into full force now. Don't do anything new the day of the run. Don't do anything. Don't try to eat something different. As you might have to a little bit, but it's not going to be. Don't try to make it big and outrageous. If you're used to pasta or chicken with veggies, I like salmon with veggies. I try to do that before the day before my run. It helps with circulation and blood flow. And so don't try to do anything different. Don't try to run in anything different. If you go to the Expo and you see these great shirts, shorts, whatever it is, I would not use those to run with. The reason is because you don't know the material, you're not used to it. If it's something that's very, very similar, you might get away with it, but I wouldn't do that as a whole. I do have one experience where I was very hungry and I was a marathon. It was my very first Disney marathon, and they were giving away chocolate. I had not eaten chocolate during a run, so I ate the chocolate, and it was a small little bar, and about a mile or so into it, my stomach started getting upset, and I had to go to the restroom, and it wasn't fun. So my advice to you guys is don't try to do anything new on race day or right before that race weekend. Try to stick to your plan. Do trust your plan. You've been doing this for months, so do go in there trusting your plan, and hopefully you'll be successful. And if you do sway a little bit, sway very little, and hope and pray. And I hope and pray for you guys that you don't get anything dramatic happen because you change too much. Number 8 and 9 I'm going to put together because these I think are the most important things that you don't do and things that you do. Don't forget to have some fun. Run Disney events are fun events. They are so much fun. I slow down purposely sometimes just because I want to see what's going on, because I want to interact with people. There's a lot of interactions going on. There's a lot of people, just motivating each other. So don't forget to have fun. And I'm going to add piggyback with that, which is 9. Don't forget to come up and say hi to me. I will be running with the GoPro, so you'll see me. I tested out the GoPro, so it is set to go. So don't forget to come up and say hello to me, introduce yourself. If you want to be on video, let me know. I will turn it and we will introduce you to the Run Disney world, and just have fun. This is an event that's fun. it's not an event where we have to complain about stuff like, you know what, even if something doesn't go our way, let's make it fun. So with that said, I have gotten my ticket. I think I said it last time, but I did get my ticket for the after party. I wouldn't be there, and I'm going to be there with the camera. So if you see me there, come and say hello to me there. So we're ready to go. I wanted to update the springtime surprise. So the springtime surprise, as you notice, if you've noticed, I'm not going into that and showing you because there is no update. There's nothing going on. My guess is there's not going to be anything going on until the expo. It might, but I do think that there's a good chance that the day of the expo, which is next Thursday, I'm sorry, so in 8 days, there will be an update on the springtime surprise. If there is, I will report on it and let you know right away. And I will put it on a couple of other blogs, but make sure that you come to the Run Disney and the Run in Ears page. And make sure you subscribe to or ask to be invited into the Facebook page. That way I can let you know what's going on. Well, with that said, it's actually a gloomy day outside, but I'm growing with excitement that I'm going there. This is the first run in almost 2 years. The last one I did was January of 2020. So now fast forward to November of 2021. I'm so excited to be there. I'm so excited to be bringing you all this information. Please, again, like I said before, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Let's grow this channel. Let's have fun, and hope to catch you on the course and see you on the course.
Well, hello there, running ears. Just finished 6.5 miles, and there's a light. There we go. Then today is 2 weeks before the 10K, so a little over 10K, and the goal is to run 12 tomorrow. So we'll do another video just to make sure. Then I'll take it easy next week, and then of course race day. But just wanted to keep you updated on how it's going. Today was pretty easy, soft run. I think I averaged between 11 and 12 minute miles. But you can see it's very overcast, very cloudy, little light drizzle, a little humid, cool but humid. So it's going to be like it's going to be in Florida in a couple weeks. See you tomorrow. So as you can see, I got a lot of good sweat equity today. Sun came out. We started running when it was still dark. Ran about an hour and a half in the dark, and then the rest of it in the sunlight. Finished 11 miles, walked 1, so a total of 12. But so should be ready for the run. But I have an old thing that for some reason or other my right hamstring will cramp up at times, and so it started cramping up again. So I decided to walk the last mile. So if you see me walking, that might be the reason why I walk. My right hamstring starts cramping up, and so I don't want to pull it. So I just kind of stretch it out, walk. Once I start walking, it goes away on the most part. And so, but need to fix that because it's been about 2 years since I did that. But so we should be ready for the Wine Dine, the challenge, the Lumiere challenge. Well, I don't remember. It's a 2-course challenge now. It's called. It used to be the Lumiere challenge. But we will see you on the course.